The breathy thing isn't kind of stress related because he didn't do it once in the trot.
Right, it has to be.
And then, you go to canter him, and then he's just so worried about it, to my mind.
If I lunge him, if I just hook him up and lunge him, you don't get it at all.
Right, so I just think...
And he can be dripping sweat with no breathing, so...
So, yeah, it's obviously rider stress related.
Yes.
And that's why when you felt him go on that forehand a little bit, you came with the half vault.
Yeah.
Let him make a few more mistakes. Don't correct him so much. Don't be too persnickety about that. Because you just want him a little bit more like, dude, bro, it's all okay. But you feeling me on what I'm saying about the circle and
Yeah.
feeling where he wants to take it away from the center and
Yeah.
feeling where he wants to bring it in.
Yeah.
I know you're spiraling in and out, but it has to be within a framework.
Sure. Yeah.
Because him making that side big and then making this side small, he's telling you where the contact is, and you're not really adjusting him, so then he doesn't really get on the edge. So then the work isn't as effective as it would be.
Okay. Have you seen that before, where the roaring stuff is anxiety related?
Mostly.
Oh, okay.
Unless they do it in the walk, the trot, and the canter, right? You work them for 5 or 10 minutes, right? And so then the demands for the oxygen become greater.
Yeah.
And so then they're sucking air, but that flap's in the way.
Yeah.
And then they're just actually a roar. They need more oxygen, but that's happening all the time after a certain amount of time.
I see.
With him, he was in the trot before.
Yeah.
When I met him, it was like you got on and he did it, right?
Yeah.
And so obviously it's better in the walk and in the trot than it was.
Yeah.
So and then as soon as you start to canter and you say do a little bit in the canter, you go, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah.
And now you're back to walking and it's not there.
Right.
Now they have this great new piece of equipment. It's battery operated. They stick the scope in, and they did it to Finn, who's a horse that Amelia bought, 4-year-old. And they used to test for the roaring thing, that flap. I can't remember the name of the flap that's in there. Standing, then they'd lunge and they'd test. They have a new piece of equipment, which is a little more sophisticated. So you wear it while you ride.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a little battery pack.
Yeah.
And for Finn, it was fantastic because he doesn't really have any of the symptoms for roar
Yeah.
until you put a load on it.
Yeah.
Right? When he starts to work it, the flap doesn't work anymore, so
Yeah.
he starts to gasp.
Okay.
As soon as you stop working, then it goes right back to working. So he's like he's not like a true roarer.
Right.
So anyway, he had the surgery and he's way better now.
Do you still do the tight? Yeah. Okay.
And then they came out to test and see if the surgery worked, and we got this cool contraption. It's a little battery pack, and you get to do the scoping while you ride. It's kind of trick.
Yeah.
All right, so we go to the left because I know you guys had him checked.
Yeah, we scoped him.
And they said he's fine.
That he had some atrophy on the left side. Is it the left side?
So the flap doesn't go?
It partially.
But he wasn't a candidate for the surgery?
At 18,
Probably not.
17, money. We were sure we'd be doing this year,
Copy that. So maybe it's not stress related. Maybe it's just the atrophy, so the muscle doesn't really work so well. And they have no idea what caused the atrophy.
He didn't do it until about 2-3 years ago.
I was going to ask you, he hasn't done it his whole life.
So maybe it's not stress related then. Maybe it's just in the canter he needs more air. I mean, if they scoped him and they found an atrophy.
I can carry him on the line for half an hour and he doesn't do it.
Oh, so much for that theory. Right, you just said that, and I totally disregarded that 5 minutes later. Yeah, you just said that. So never mind that. If he's not doing it lunging, there's no physical reason for him to do it when you're riding.
That's
Okay,
right.
so this is too short, too quick.
Yeah.
So you do a little turning in, feeling. So as soon as you feel him turning in, right?
Yeah.
Then you don't want to turn in. Right. But you got to be careful because there you allowed him out.
Yes.
And so the shoulder led.
Okay.
You didn't say, I want you to go out with the haunches leading.
Okay.
Do you feel the difference here?
Yeah.
Yes. That's different than allowing him out with, and then he takes over and the shoulders go. You need to be more, super there. You need to be more of a guiding principle on the way out and say, this is how I want you to go out. You feel the difference in the frame that you create, yeah. And so there he's not so round because the shoulder's led. It doesn't matter, but you just feel that and you keep working on it. Good. There it is. And when you have that feeling, that's the moment to ask then for canter. Still pretty good here. I can live with it. In a gentle way, you turn in a little. And did he turn in?
Yes.
So done with that already. Right. Then you ride 2 steps forward and then turning in 2 steps. Take your time. Did you feel him start to turn inward? Then you say, I want your haunches out. And I want your haunches out, and I'm going to move my hands a little forward and see if there. Yes, and you're still staying on the circle. Super there. That's it. Ooh, you feel it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it me, or is he not roaring as much this way as he did the other way? Is this less?
Yeah. It's less.
Okay, so whatever. Good. You got it. You got it. Easy, easy. No big correction there. Let him just chill. That was him braking, right?
Yeah. Well.
Sort of. Okay, fine. Let it ride. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. It didn't feel like he could.
Yeah. So we go trot, and then you go walk. No hands. And a little turny in. You feel how stiff he is there against you, so turn it in a little. Yeah, gently, gently. As soon as you feel him turn in, you say, okay, enough. But you got, that's it. Then you say walk. No hands. Yes. All right, super. I know
Like
that's
that
really...
side, he just didn't feel like he could hold it.
Yeah, no
longer.
worries.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
and so you, I feel you.
Okay.
So that's awesome, because that's kind of what I wanted to do with him since I met him, and this has been the first time we were really successful at it. So, this time, I mean, he's in a place where he's actually letting you do some of that.
Yeah.
You're getting the benefit of
Yeah.
that work. He's walking different now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do some more of that tomorrow.
Yeah.